veto power over consumer rules that might be so tough that they hurt bank profits, capital, and safety. Dagan, back to you.
Peter Barnes, thank you, in Washington. Moving from D.C. overseas, in Italy, it has been among the hardest hit countries in this recession. So how can Italy recover? We're joined now by Italy's Trade Commissioner, Aniello Musella. Aniello, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Has the country been hard hit because such a large percentage of its exports are luxury related, and luxury did take a very big hit during the downturn?
Yeah, during the downturn, the Italian economy was affected very much, and the luxury brands were affected also. But the Italian companies, they are very much determined to keep the American market, that is one of the leading export market for the Italian company, especially the one related to consumers and luxury goods.
What are those companies doing to really revive and grow this market for them? And are they seeing a comeback at all in luxury buying, which is critical to Italy's economy?
Yeah, actually, most of the well-known brands are working very close with the distribution channel in the United States, with department store, with independent retailers, and the Italian Trade Commission, that actually is a government organization that are representing the United States, is working very close with local distribution. We are going to start at the end of March, for 2 weeks, a big promotion with 150 independent retailers all over the United States in order to enhance the attention from the American consumers to the luxury brand coming from Italy.
Is Italy struggling to keep manufacturing in the country? One example, Norma Kamali and her higher-end line made it in Italy, and with the dollar's weakness in the last several years and the euro's strength, moved her production back here to the United States. Is that something you're constantly struggling against?
Yes, I mean, the Italian company, they are trying to keep as much as possible their production in Italy, because the point is that in Italy you have a sort of system where you have designers and you have people that they make research in technologies for a special kind of fabrics, a special kind of color. So it's a system that you cannot export somewhere else, and it's just in that area. Like for the eyewear industry, for example, in Veneto, that is the area where maybe few people know that in the 13th century, in that area was built the first pair of eyeglasses in the 13th century. So you can imagine something so far back, and this is something that you really cannot export when you have this kind of heritage, when you have this kind of tradition, craftsmanship, and still the Italian companies are counting a lot on that, because of course price makes the difference, especially in economic crisis time, but there are all these other aspects like innovation, like tradition, craftsmanship, that no one can compete with.
In terms of the eyewear market, why is the U.S. such a big part of eyewear sales globally? How much as a country do we spend on eyewear glasses?
Well, I mean, I found that some figures that were really amazing. Over 80% of the American people, they were in a way or another for fashion because they need them. They were eyeglasses. And this is a market of over 200 million people. It's a big potential market, and that's why, I mean, the American market is so much sought after by the Italian companies that actually they are very much focused and concerned about that.
We were talking about the cost of manufacturing in Europe, and because you're on the euro, what can manufacturers do and Italy do in terms of making sure business comes there? Is there a way to lower prices to attract business?
I mean, the point is that they are trying to be much more efficient on production side, try to slash cost on a different level of the production side, and then working a lot on this value-added point, like fashion and new trends. This is, I think, is the highlight of the Italian production. In order to be here in the United States competitive